Yo, what's up, boys? It's your boy Macoy, and before this video starts, I haven't uploaded in like a month, and I just wanna start this video by saying, like, I'm sorry about that. I haven't really been on Minecraft or like anything. I got kind of bored of it. I've been playing basketball and like going outside and stuff, and so that's what's been happening. Yeah, I haven't like streamed, done TikTok. I haven't done TikTok in like 3 months. Uploaded a video or really anything. So yeah, that's all. We have not seen a great movie in forever, okay? When was the last time we saw a great movie? Space Jam 1, obviously. Okay, now this video will be talking about how I think about Space Jam 2 and just the revolutionary movie Space Jam 2. What's it even called? So it's called Space Jam: A New Legacy, and I think I watched Space Jam 2. I watched Space Jam 2 yesterday, but I also watched Space Jam, the first one, like 2 days ago. I was told that it was like an insanely good movie. Like, it's a kids movie, it won't really be like my humor, but like it's still a really good movie. And oh my god, that was the most Space Jam 1 was the most boring movie I've ever watched in my entire life. It was so bad because kids movies can be good, okay? There's a lot of good Disney movies that have like good stories and like good, hype building. Dude, this had nothing. Space Jam 1, not only were the graphics bad, but the story was just cheesy and it was really bad, and it was just not a good kids movie, okay? And everybody said it was, oh my god, I love this movie so much. It was not bad. Or it was not good, I mean. It was one of the worst movies. It was the worst movie I've ever watched, Space Jam 1. But, well, that's not what we're talking about today. Okay, because I had to watch Space Jam 1 before I watched Space Jam 2. You can't watch the sequel first. I watched Space Jam 2 with my sister. She never seen Space Jam 1, so it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, before we get into this video, and we talk about Space Jam 2, I have like a list of 13 things that I want to talk about, and for some reason, I wanted to talk about my personal opinion of the top 3 GOATs, best basketball players of all time, even though that has nothing to do with this video, because basketball is like a part of Space Jam 2. If you don't know, it's like LeBron James and Looney Tunes team up to beat like aliens and stuff. Anywho, my top 3 players, obviously at number 1 we have Steph Curry, number 2 we have LeBron James, and number 3 we have Michael Jordan. I'm not going into detail. Those are the best 3 players of all time. Don't question it. You can argue it with me in DMs and in the comments. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going into any details. Anyways, let's go on to my first point. My expectations going into it was, everybody told me that it was a really kind of like Space Jam 2 is kind of like a cheesy, kind of crappy video or crappy movie. And LeBron James acting was so bad. So I was going into it expecting it was going to be a really bad movie with amazing graphics, and LeBron James acting was going to be unbelievably horrible. And overall, that's kind of what the movie was. It was a really bad movie with LeBron James and really good graphics, but LeBron James acting, people are hating on LeBron James, okay? It wasn't that bad. Was it bad? It wasn't good. But like, it was just like an average, it was very average, very mediocre acting. And it wasn't bad though. Like, LeBron James, he was giving it his all, right? It wasn't bad or anything. It just wasn't amazing. Alright, so that's my first thing, is going into the movie. That's what I was expecting. That's basically what I got. The entire movie, it struggles, I think, because basically it wasn't the exact same plot as the first one. If it stayed with that and just had LeBron James instead of Michael Jordan, then I think it would have been a much better movie. Because the reason I like Space Jam 2 more than Space Jam was is because the graphics are unbelievably superior. But Space Jam 1 had a much better story. And what I hate about Space Jam 2, they didn't even use the Space Jam music. Not a single time. It wasn't even about... I thought I heard someone. It wasn't really even about Space Jam. It was just, I don't know. It wasn't a whole... There wasn't jamming in space, okay? It was like a weird universe, like, world thing where, like, this guy named Algorithm... He was in like Marvel, I think. I don't know. I don't watch Marvel, but I think that actor was in some Marvel movie as like some irrelevant character. Anyways, he like I don't even know. It was just such a bad story. And like halfway through the movie, they're already in the basketball game, and I'm like, there hasn't been much build up. What are they gonna do? And the entire basketball game was so bad that spoilers, by the way. I should have said this at the start. The final score was like 1,000 to 1,000 because they were using LeBron James' son, who, by the way, they didn't. My favorite part about this entire movie is they didn't use LeBron James' family to play their role. Like, they didn't have, like, Bronny. Hello. I was recording my, my opinion on Space Jam 2. I'll stop now, though. Alrighty, we're back. It's been about 5 hours. So we got our script here. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, I just looked back at the recording. I was talking about how they didn't even use LeBron James' family for it because LeBron James was already, like, bad enough of an actor, like, so mediocre of an actor. They're like, people probably don't know his family. We're just not gonna use his family as actors because there's some, like, movies where they actually use, like, the real person's family. But I guess, like, his family isn't famous enough. They're just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna choose, like, actual actors. And I mean, the son, like, they were good actors, but, like, I don't think they were given very good roles. So, like, they didn't do a good job because they weren't given much, they weren't helped very much by the creators of the movie. Okay, so yeah, number 4, I have a list. It's not in order. I just had a list because I was not gonna go off a script. I don't like making videos off of script. It's kind of lame. But I didn't really make these in order. These are just talking points, so I probably shouldn't list them off. And I said I was going to make them in order to where I actually wanted to talk about them, and I just never got to doing that. But yeah, I think I talked about this earlier. I could be wrong, but the entire movie, the entire build-up was references. Like, you would have them go to, like, Austin Powers and, like, random movies, like, that I had never watched just to pick up Looney Tunes, because they were in this, like, machine, like, the spaceship that they had stolen from someone else. It was so just random. Like, Rick and Morty from Fortnite.
Ricky Morty, walking in the club, it's just me and my shorty. Gripping on my 2, yeah, I'm gripping on my 40. Shooting with that 3, yeah, you know I'm very sporty.
We're just out randomly there, like, in space, and they were just, like, it was about, like, 10-ish minutes of just references. I got confused for a second because they started referencing so many things that I wondered who made this show. Because I swear in shows and in movies, this movie, I mean, in shows and movies and in commercials and everything, they always use, like, off-brand random stuff. Like in like Homer, for example, they have, like, some weird beer or something, like Duff beer. Or I don't even know, but I thought they weren't allowed to, like, use, like, Rick and Morty or any of these things. Who owns this movie? Because there were so many references that I'm like, who is the Warner Brothers? Like, are they owned by, like, Disney or something? They have so many, like, things that they can use. I don't know if they got the rights for it or something. They had so many references that it was just packed up with no build up, no anything. It was just bang 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 bang. It was so mediocre. I don't know how else to explain it. So yeah, next up, I think I talked about this earlier. There was no use of the Space Jam song. Come on, that's like the best thing that Space Jam had to offer was, come on, it's Sam, and welcome to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was such a hype song. I was just very upset about that. Alright, next up, this is a great thing. This is so hype. One of my more popular videos is the video about the BTS meal from McDonald's and my review and mukbang of it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Space Jam 2 McDonald's meal and their own McFlurry. I tried their McFlurry yesterday, but I have not tried the meal yet. It looks like a normal Happy Meal, like a chicken nugget Happy Meal with carrots because, you know, what's up, Doc? Like, you know, Bugs Bunny. If you guys want me to make a video on the McFlurry and the McDonald's meal, I would be more than happy to order a Happy Meal to make a video on a dead channel. I would be more than happy to do that. So just let me know. This was the worst part of the movie, okay? This next part, Twitter went crazy about it when it was announced. I will pop it up on screen. Lola Bunny, the devs nerfed Lola Bunny. And this is ridiculous, okay? The devs nerfed Lola Bunny. As you guys can see on screen, Lola Bunny in the first movie. Don't even get me started. Oh, I'm just gonna stop myself right there. But Lola Bunny in the second movie? Man, it was lame, bro. I mean, it was voiced by Zendaya, I think. But man, mediocre. Less than mediocre, honestly. Honest to God. And, the biggest thing, when the movie ended and the credits are rolling, you wanna know what I did? I clapped. I clapped at that masterpiece. You want to know what nobody else in the entire theater, including my own sister, did? I was the only one that clapped. Me. I was the only one that clapped when the movie ended. And it put a sour taste in my mouth, okay? It put a sour taste in my mouth. My mouth was tasting good. I had popcorn, I had a Fanta drink, okay? A large popcorn too. I shared it with my sister, but like still, large popcorn, butter on top with a medium Fanta together. It was like $22, ridiculously expensive. It's a movie theater, of course it's going to be. But yeah, I was the only one that clapped, which means obviously I was the only one that appreciated that masterpiece. But yeah, overall, about a 2-hour movie with mediocre acting, a unbelievably bad story, like so garbage. I can't even see myself being like a younger kid and enjoying this movie. Honestly, I just cannot understand it because all of the references, like I can't be like a kid and enjoy like Rick and Morty references. Yeah, overall, 10 out of 10 movie. Would recommend. I'll be watching Space Jam 2 every single day, and I recommend you too. But no, for real though, it's a movie that you have to see. Like, you have to go watch Space Jam 2. You have to watch Space Jam, you have to watch Space Jam 2. It's just something that has to happen, and then you have to give your opinion. Because it's ultimately true. LeBron James acting isn't bad. It's just what you would expect LeBron James to do. It's just what you would expect. The story, though, is just... Like, I've never, other than in Space Jam 1 and Space Jam 2, wanted to stop watching a movie so badly. The story was just so bad. Okay, I said I was gonna end, but why did the basketball game start like halfway through the movie and then people get sucked through their phones? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and debate me on my top 3 players of all time list. I've lost so many followers over my rap and basketball takes that I don't even care. I will debate forever. Curry is the best basketball player of all time. I do not care what you say. It's not Jordan. It's not LeBron. It's not anyone else. Subscribe, hit the bell, and like the video. Goodbye.